Hello and welcome to Rear Facing Toddlers. This is the Diono Radian 5, which has 5 harness height slots and comes with 2 sets of chest pads for different sized children. And in this video I'm going to talk you through how to fit the different harness pads and how to adjust the height as your child grows. I've just laid them out here in the boot of my car. So these are the chest pads for small children. These are the chest pads that they move into when they get bigger. This is the newborn insert, and this is a little thing called a safe stop, which gets fitted to the harness for forward facing only. Before refitting the harness, I always find it easiest to do up the buckle first, because that way you don't get any twists in the harness. It's easier to keep it flat. So you get the end of the strap, make sure it's all flat, take the chest pad and pass the strap through the pad from the bottom up to the top. And the same with the other one. Just grab it through the top and pull it through. I'm now going to set the harness on the lowest height for a newborn baby. So you pass the strap through this hole and grab it from behind. Same with the other one. And then turn the seat around and you'll see where the straps have come through the other side. Let me just move this out of the way. And you just pull them through. And then you need to attach the ends of the shoulder straps to the bracket on the end of the adjuster strap. And you do that by fitting the 2 straps together, put one loop inside the other, and then slide the bracket onto both loops at the same time. Like that. So while I've got the straps on the lowest setting, I just want to show you how to fit the newborn insert. It's got 2 holes for 2 different buckle strap settings. It's always on the furthest forward setting. I've never ever even used the further one back, which I don't even think for a newborn you would need to. So just leave it there and use the second hole down. So just put your fingers through, grab the buckle and pull it through, and then the same with the buckle pad. Like that, and then straighten this bit out. I've now brought the straps through to the front, over the top here, and through the gap in the side there, so that the harness sits inside the insert. You then get the headrest, which has a little bit of Velcro, and that just goes in there between the 2 shoulder straps and sticks down. Right, for this bit I've just got my newborn sized doll just to show you how a newborn fits in this car seat. When you put a small baby, or when you use the car seat on any of the 3 lowest harness height settings, you move the built-in headrest right up out of the way, all the way to the top. So here goes baby. Just put the straps over his shoulders and the pads on the shoulders. Get the strap over his hips. They're a little bit long, these straps, but there you go. Do up the buckle. Pull up the straps through the buckle to remove all the slack from the hips, and then tighten the harness fully around the baby. So there you go, that's the lowest harness height setting. I've now taken the baby out of the seat and I'm going to move the shoulder straps up to the higher slots that you would use for older children, where you use the longer chest pads. So I'm just going to show you how to change it from one to the other. I've now turned the seat over again so I can get to the back more easily, and I'm going to remove the shoulder straps from this bracket here, and it just has to pass through that little slit there. So you push them over to the side, pass them down, and there they are, off. And then you just grab them from the front and pull them through. As well as the baby chest pads that I just showed you, the Radian 5 also comes with these longer chest pads for older children. The instruction manual says that you should use these pads for children who weigh more than 15 kilos. But in my experience, some children may weigh 15 kilos but actually still be too short for these higher harness height slots, and they will still have the harness on the 3rd setting. And if you use these long pads on that 3rd setting, they are too long to fully tighten the harness. So rather than go by the 15 kilo rule that the instructions say, I find it easier to just use the smaller chest pads on the lowest 3 settings, and these longer ones once you move up to the 4th and 5th. To fit the longer harness pads, all you need to do first of all is remove the little ones by just sliding the straps out of them. And then ignore these straps for now, and first of all just fit the pads themselves. To put the bracket through the hole in the shell, you need to turn it sideways, otherwise it won't fit. So you just turn it that way and push it all the way through. Grab it from the back until it looks like this. And the same with the other side. Just turn it sideways and push it through. And then grab it from the other side and pull it through. And now what you need to do is get the bracket again and pass it back through to the front of the seat, through the hole below the one it's come out of. So you just pass it through to here, again grab it from the front and pull it through. Same with this one. And then when you've turned the seat back round, you need to make sure that this bracket sits between the car seat's shell and the fabric cover. Then you pull the pads down and open the Velcro. And then you get the shoulder strap, which is still buckled in so it doesn't get twisted. Lay it flat inside the pad and close the Velcro again. And the same with the other side. And then you get the end of the strap and pass it through the same hole as the chest pad and pull it through from behind. And now I just need to reattach the shoulder straps to the bracket on the end of the adjuster strap, and you do that by putting the two loops inside each other and then sliding them onto that bracket at the same time, like that. Now, before I install the seat in the car and show you how to tighten the harness around the child, I just want to quickly mention this. This is the safe stop, and you're only meant to fit this in the harness for forward-facing children who weigh more than 15 kilos. No child that weighs less than 15 kilos should ever be forward-facing anyway. Because this car seat rear-facing to 25, as far as I'm concerned, you're never really going to use this, but I might as well just show you what it does. So what you have to do is take the straps off the bracket, fit the bottom of the safe stop to that bracket, and then the straps to the bracket on the top of the safe stop. So you've now put this piece in between the harness. And what that does is when the child is forward facing, in a frontal impact, this has a piece of webbing inside it that unravels and is supposed to lower the forces on the child's neck. But like I said, it's no substitute for rear facing. So if I were you, I would never use it at all and just keep using the seat rear facing to its 25 kilo limit. So I've now installed the Radian in my car, and I'm going to, I've set the harness height for my doll that represents a 2 to 3 year old. So first of all, before putting her in, I'm going to loosen the harness. And you do that by lifting this flap, lifting up this metal tab and holding it, and then pulling the straps to lengthen them. I've now put the doll in the car seat. I'm going to fasten the harness by putting the two parts of the buckle tongue together and clicking them down into the buckle. You then pull the shoulder straps up through the buckle, which removes all the slack from the hips. Hold those straps together and pull the adjuster strap with the other hand. Now in this car seat, this can be quite stiff. So I've just loosened the straps again to show you what I do instead to make that step a little bit easier. So once you've done up the buckle, you then reach behind the car seat, below the back pad, and grab the strap, and you pull the strap tight. And as you're pulling the strap with your hand, you can see the slack coming out of the straps around the child. And then when you pull the adjuster strap, it's much easier. The Radian 5 has a ratcheting mechanism on the harness adjuster strap. So once you've got most of the slack out, you just want to give that a few more tugs to tighten the harness fully around the child. And when the harness is in one of the top 2 height positions for a bigger child, you need to lower the headrest down. You just do that by wiggling it down as far as it will go until it's next to the child's head, like this. Now before I go, there is one thing that I just want to mention. When you read the instruction manual for the Radian 5, there is a section in there that says the top 3 harness heights should only be used for forward-facing children. And a lot of people misunderstand that, and they interpret it to mean that you can only use the bottom 2 for rear-facing children. And I think what they should have said is, for forward-facing, only use the top 3 slots. But of course, for rear-facing, you can use all 5. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.